Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you 10 tips for actors in short films. So let's just go ahead and get into the video. Tip number 1, learn your filming, everyone acting, just everyone on set. Tip number 2, practice your facial expressions in a mirror. This makes it so much easier on set for directors trying to direct you what to do, and later on, once the film is edited, you won't think you look so stupid, because let's be honest, we all probably would think that. Tip number 3, be prepared to repeat yourself. This isn't always your fault. Sometimes the filmmaker forgot to do something and they just need to go back and redo it. Or maybe the director / filmmaker wants you to tweak something in your acting just to give it like a little more flair or something. Tip number 4, say your lines as if they were thoughts. So a lot of times what happens here is you'll say your lines as if you have them memorized. And don't get me wrong, you want them memorized, but you don't want to say them as if they were. So basically what you want to do is say them as if they were a thought that occurred in your head. So you think it and you say it, which is what actually happens when you think of something to say in a regular conversation, right? Most of the time you don't have little things memorized in your head just to say. Tip number 5. React to the other actor's lines. React to them as if you were reacting to someone in real life. This kind of goes along with what I just mentioned earlier. Like in real life, if someone says something funny, you'd laugh, right? Or if someone says something sad, you'd make a sad face. You'd be like, oh. Tip number 6. The camera doesn't exist to you. So what happens a lot of times with like actors in short films is that they will look at the camera when they're done with their line, and this makes it hard to edit because sometimes the editors want a little bit of space after you say your line, and when you look at the camera, it kind of breaks the fourth wall and just kind of makes you think you're just watching a cute little film made by a bunch of kids. Tip number 7, you are your character. Try to say things and do things as if like you were doing them, rather than just like, I don't know, putting on this costume and like kind of going along with it. I hope this makes sense because I'm not explaining it very well, but I guess try to do things like you would do them in real life, I guess. And this is like a theme I've mentioned through a bunch of these tips, but like just do things realistically. Tip number 8, beats are so important. I can't stress enough how important this is because it just adds so much character to a short film or just any film really, where when you've got space in between your lines. You don't just want to go right back and forth between lines. You want to have space and show that your character is thinking about what the other character said before they reply and stuff like that. Tip number 9, body language is almost just as important as that, if not more important. When you're scared, you huddle up. You're not like open. When you're happy, you're open. When you want to be intimidating, you're like this. Tip number 10 is don't talk too fast. This happens all the time in filmmaking and even in theater with kids that are just actually actors for like theater productions and stuff. Basically what happens is they have their lines memorized and they just like say it as if they have it memorized. I already talked about this a little, but so it makes everything better when you don't talk fast. Like when I filmed a short film with my church not long ago, we had to remind all the kids to speak slowly, and it's gonna feel like you're talking super slow, but in reality it makes it sound very natural if you're talking slow because it sounds like you're thinking as you say the words. I've kind of mentioned this a little earlier, but anyways, yeah. If you don't know what film I'm talking about, I have it posted on my YouTube channel and you can watch it up here in the cards. That's all my tips I have for today. If you have any more tips, let me know what they are in the comments, and maybe I could do a part 2 if I have enough of them. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and signing out.